balls, or wandering minstrels are an important part of the mosaic that makes up the culture of Bengal. Balls, meaning afflicted with the spirit of the wind, are a group of folk devotional singers who trace back their roots to the 15th century.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Houston on his week-long US visit to hold roundtable meeting with oil sector CEOs. Will address over 50,000 Indian Americans in the mega Howdy Modi event along with US President Donald Trump on Sunday. In an exclusive interview to DD News, India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Syed Akbaruddin, says the UN is a sacred platform for countries to come together and combat global issues, that Pakistan is using it as a theatre. Says India is a focused and forward-moving country, will soar high even if Pak stoops low. Election Commission announces dates for assembly polls in Maharashtra and Haryana. 288 seats in Maharashtra and 90 in Haryana will go to single-phase polls on 21st October. Results on 24th October. EC also asked political parties not to use plastic during poll campaigns. EC announces by-elections in different states. By-elections to 64 constituencies across Arunachal Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Meghalaya, Odisha, Puducherry, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Uttar Pradesh to be held on the 21st of October. In international news, in Iraq, 12 people killed in minibus explosion outside holy city of Karbala. One of the biggest attacks targeting civilians since extremist Islamic State group was declared defeated inside Iraq in 2017. In sports, Amit Panghal becomes first Indian male boxer to win silver in World Championships in 52 kg category. Panghal lost 0-5, but the scoreline was hardly a reflection of the fight he put up against the more fancied Olympic champion Shakubidin Zoirov. Junior World Champion Deepak Punia enters finals of World Wrestling Championships, defeating Switzerland's Stefan Reichmuth in semi-finals in Kazakhstan. Also qualifies for Tokyo Olympics 2020. Hello and welcome to this edition of the news. I'm Rukma and our top story. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Houston in the United States from Frankfurt just a short while back. The Prime Minister was received by Director, Trade and International Affairs Christopher Olson and other officials. U.S. Ambassador to India Kenneth Juster and Indian Ambassador to the U.S. Harshvardhan Shringla were also present at the airport to receive Prime Minister Modi. The PM's first engagement in Houston will be a roundtable meeting with top U.S. CEOs from the energy sector. Later, the Prime Minister will address the community event Howdy Modi, Shared Dreams, Bright Futures on 22nd September. While in New York, the Prime Minister will address the United Nations General Assembly on the 27th of September. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first stop in the US is Houston. PM Modi will be interacting with CEOs of top oil companies and will be sharing the stage with President Trump at the mega diaspora event, Howdy Houston. The big question is, why Houston? We decipher the significance of this energy and business hub of the United States of America.
The stage is set for Howdy Houston. So the question that arises is, why did Prime Minister Modi and President Trump choose Houston to share the stage? To begin with, Houston is America's oil and gas capital. A joint appearance by both leaders here reflects a desire to deepen bilateral energy cooperation. Oil tops imports from the United States to India. US-India Strategic Energy Partnership was inked last year to enhance collaboration in this arena. Moreover, full promise of energy trade between India and the US remains unfulfilled. There is huge scope to increase cooperation, especially in shale and liquefied natural gas. India is a huge potential market for American oil and gas exporters. Global tensions around the world have also created conditions favorable for greater US-India energy trade. US sanctions mean India no longer imports oil from Tehran. China has ceased purchases of American oil in February, creating an opportunity for India to step in as an energy partner with the US.
भारत में नंबर 1 इन्वेस्टर अमेरिका है और भारत का सबसे नंबर 1 ट्रेडिंग पार्टनर भी अमेरिका है और ट्रेड बढ़ रहा है। 142 बिलियन डॉलर का ट्रेड पिछले साल हुआ है और यहाँ पे एक जो संवेदनशील मुद्दा है अमेरिकियों के लिए वो है कि जो बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड है वो भारत के पक्ष में है और ट्रेड डेफिसिट है वो भी कम हो रहा है। हम ऐसे ऐसी चीज़ें अमेरिका से खरीद रहे हैं जो हमने पहले कभी नहीं खरीदा। हम विमान खरीद रहे हैं, हम वेपन सिस्टम्स खरीद रहे हैं और हम तेल, गैस और ईंधन खरीद रहे हैं। तो उससे जो है अमेरिका का जो ट्रेड गैप है भारत के साथ वो कम हो रहा है। तो ये बहुत अच्छी मैसेज है, अच्छी नैरेटिव है।
Talking of the Business Connect, Texas, with a GDP of $1.6 trillion, is by itself the 10th largest economy of the world.
India is the 4th largest trading partner for Houston region, and Texas does a lot of business with India, so does India does with the United States. So it's an ongoing relationship that it's improving by the year in billions of dollars. So right now, United States and India does $142 billion business, and that is going to continue to grow, and that is the interest of India as well as the US industries.
More than 28 Houston-based companies operate 69 subsidiaries in India. Houston is the 4th largest gateway for bilateral trade. Trade with Houston rose 55.88% to $4.19 billion in July 2019. Texas is a major player in healthcare, renewable energy, high-tech, defense, aerospace, and financial services. Lockheed Martin has its F-16 production line in Dallas, Texas. It has publicly offered to shift it to India, which ties in well with PM Modi's Make in India push. GE's locomotive business, located in Dallas, already has a major manufacturing operation in Bihar. The political significance of Texas has drawn President Trump to the state, keeping in mind the 2020 presidential polls. Texas is the second largest group of legislators in the US Congress. Senator Cornyn of Texas co-founded and co-chairs the India Caucus of the Senate. Several congressmen from this area are also members of the Congress India Caucus. Given that more than 150,000 Houston residents identify as Indian American, the Indian diaspora becomes an important vote bank. Bureau Report, DD News.
Welcome to Texas. We love you. Welcome to you.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will participate in the Howdy Modi event in Houston on Sunday with US President Donald Trump, which is expected to be attended by over 50,000 Indian Americans. The event will highlight the important role played by people of Indian origin in the United States.
Howdy, Houston.
As the U.S. city of Houston gets ready to host Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the Howdy Modi event, the mega program will also witness another first. U.S. President Donald Trump will be sharing the dais with the Prime Minister during his address to the Indian diaspora. Howdy Modi posters and banners are everywhere across the energy capital of the world.
India is Houston's 4th largest trading partner today, just behind Brazil, China, and Mexico. It also attracts one of the largest influx of Indian population and investment. Houston is uniquely positioned to host this community summit, given that it is the energy, space, and medical center capital of the world.
And the excitement has already taken over the city.
Howdy, Modi. Welcome to Texas. We love you. Howdy,
Howdy Modi event will also witness a specially crafted cultural program which, according to the organizers, is a celebration of Indian Americans and their contribution to the cultural, intellectual and social landscape of the United States.
The spirit and diversity at this community will be showcased with a specially curated cultural program at the start of the event. It is titled Woven, the Indian American Story.
The event is being organized by Texas India Forum at the NRG Stadium in Houston, which is expected to be attended by over 50,000 people, including senators, business leaders, and prominent personalities from the Indian diaspora.
Filling the giant stadium to capacity, the live audience will be the largest gathering ever for an elected foreign leader visiting the United States other than the Pope.
जब है वो डोनाल्ड ट्रंप राष्ट्रपति अमेरिका के, वो भी मोदी जी के फैन बन गए, तो हम लोगों का तो फैन बनना न्यायोचित है।
मोदी जी के आने के बाद भारत की जो प्रतिष्ठा अंतर्राष्ट्रीय जगत में बढ़ी है कि आज भारतीय होना भी एक बहुत बड़ा प्राउड है।
यहाँ के जो प्रेसिडेंट हैं डोनाल्ड ट्रंप, वो उनको अपने साझेदार एक मानते हैं और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमारी जो इज्जत है पूरी दुनिया में बहुत ऊंची कर दी है।
Democrat leader and first Hindu woman in the US Congress, Tulsi Gabbard, extended a warm welcome to Prime Minister Modi for his visit to Houston.
So as we build a strong and lasting partnership between our two nations, focusing on areas of economic growth, wealth and opportunity, inequality, science, health, the environment, security, and counterterrorism, we can bring about the ideal of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, recognizing that everyone on our planet, we are all one family.
The highlight of the event is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to be joined by President Donald Trump, and the two leaders are going to talk about the synergy between the great American dream and the vision of New India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the US and this mega diaspora program is expected to make the special bond between India and the United States more strong.
Highlighting the contribution of people of Indian origin across the globe has been one of the key elements of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's foreign visits. This is for the third time Prime Minister will be addressing a massive gathering of Indian diaspora in the United States. His first was at Madison Square Garden in New York in 2014, while the second was at the SAP Center in San Jose in California in 2015. Shubhendu Ghosh's report, DD News, Houston.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the United Nations General Assembly on September 27th in New York. PM Modi says the visit would present India as a vibrant land of opportunities, a reliable partner and a global leader.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the United States will have three main pillars: bilateral relations, multilateral engagements, and plurilateral involvements. The Prime Minister will address the United Nations General Assembly on the 27th of September. This is the third time that PM Modi will be addressing the UNGA, while it is his second address at the high-level session at the annual assembly.
India's place in the world is very different from what it was before. Even from 5 years ago, things have changed. There is a greater desire for the world and a large number of countries to engage with us more intensely. Reformed multilateralism is a persistent theme in India's approach towards international affairs.
On the 23rd of September, Prime Minister Modi will deliver a speech at the UN Climate Action Summit in New York. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres is hosting the summit, where world leaders will come together to discuss ways to tackle climate challenges.
India has been a votary of climate action. With 1 billion plus people, what we do matters in terms of climate action.
Prime Minister Modi will also hold a meeting with the US President Donald Trump. Another key engagement of the Prime Minister will be a dialogue on responses to terrorist and violent extremist narrative. This will be hosted by the King of Jordan, Prime Minister of New Zealand, and Prime Minister of France, and the United Nations Secretary General. PM Modi will be among the few leaders who will address the dialogue. Besides, there will be two important plurilateral meetings. Prime Minister will attend the 24th meeting of the FIPIC, Forum for Indo-Pacific Islands Cooperation. He will also be taking part in the CARICOM meet, which is Caribbean Community and Common Market. The Prime Minister will have around 20 bilateral meetings during his US stay. The business and investment component of Prime Minister Modi's visit is evident from the fact that his very first engagement in the US is a roundtable with energy leaders. Apart from this, the Prime Minister will also address the plenary of the Bloomberg Conference and will interact with CEOs and leaders to top companies to woo investors. Clearly, the target is achieving the $5 trillion economy goal. On the 24th of September, the Prime Minister will attend an event organized by India to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi in the United Nations. This event is titled Leadership Matters, Relevance of Gandhi in Contemporary Time.
Mahatma Gandhi in my country and all over the world, he is treasured, and we wish we have a Mahatma Gandhi at this time.
Gandhi inspired me because he was about peace. He was a peacekeeper, and peace unifies. He was all about unity.
The Prime Minister will also be awarded the Global Goalkeepers Goal Award by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for his leadership in India's achievement in sanitation. Shubhendu Ghosh's report, DD News.
India's permanent representative at the United Nations, Saeed Akbaruddin, said that terrorism is a global threat which needs to be addressed distinctively at the UN platform. The diplomat took a reference where the United Nations had condemned the Pulwama attack and had declared Masood Azhar of the JEM as a global terrorist.
Terrorism is recognized widely as a major threat to peace and security. That has not stopped the Security Council from acting on many occasions against terrorists, terrorist entities and terrorist leaders. You have seen just this year, the Security Council acted in terms of condemning the Pulwama attack in India. Also, they acted to designate the leader of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, Masood Azhar, as a global terrorist. So there is progress. There is not progress to the level that we would like, but there is change, and that change is perceptible.
Saeed Akbaruddin further said that the United Nations is a sacred platform for countries to come together and combat global issues. Pakistan, he said, however, is using it as a theatre. He further added, India is a focused and forward-moving country. We will soar high even if Pak stoops low.
There are states who use this as a platform for drama. There are other states who respect the sanctity of this platform. We, as a responsible country, are in the category which feels that this is an important platform. It's a sacred platform. It's a platform where all of us need to work together, collaborate, and see if we can iron out our differences. If there are countries who want to convert it into purely theatre, it's their choice. They won't be the first to have done this. We, for ourselves, have made that choice long ago. We do not go down that path. There are others who stoop. If they stoop, the choice is theirs. When they stoop, we will soar.
And in an exclusive interview with our correspondent Munmun Bhattacharya, Consul General of India in New York, Sandeep Chakravarti said that India-US economic relationship will help to achieve the target set by Prime Minister Narendra Modi of a $5 trillion economy.
The United States is the leading investor into India, and there is a great deal of enthusiasm about the India story. And America is the world's largest economy. We are on the way to becoming the third largest economy in the world. And I think Prime Minister focusing so much on business with the United States. We should also remember, and I would like to point out that while he is in Houston, he will be meeting the oil CEOs, the oil and energy, gas CEOs. So that's another big group of CEOs who will meet with Prime Minister Modi. So that shows the economic focus of his visit to the United States.
He also said that schemes and policies like Aadhaar and Jan Dhan have transformed India's stature in the international sphere.
In the international sphere, we have made a great deal of impact. And Indians who have come here, they want to see our country doing well. They want to see India occupying the high table. They want to see India becoming prosperous. They want to see transformation in India. So all those things have happened in India, you know, whether it is Aadhaar or it is Jan Dhan or it is toilets or it is Ujjwala scheme or it is Startup India or it is Stand Up India. Amazing things have happened in India. Electricity is now in every village. Every village is connected by road. We are already working on the bullet train. So many things have happened in India. These have never happened in such a compressed time frame ever in the past.
The Election Commission on Saturday announced poll schedule for Maharashtra and Haryana Assembly elections. Elections in the two states will be held on the 21st in Maharashtra and in a single phase in both the states. The 5-year term of the legislative assemblies of Haryana and Maharashtra will expire on 2nd November and 9th November.
Maharashtra and Haryana General Assembly elections is as follows. The notification for both the states shall be issued on 27 September. Last date of nominations is 4th October. Scrutiny of nominations is 5th October. Last date of withdrawal of candidature is 7th October. Date of poll, I repeat, date of poll for both the states is 21st October. Counting is 24th.
And the Election Commission also announced the dates for by-elections of 64 constituencies across Arunachal Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Meghalaya, Odisha, Puducherry, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Uttar Pradesh. The by-polls in these states will also be held on the 21st of October.
पहले मैं अभी असेंबलीज के पढ़ रहा हूँ. अरुणाचल 1, असेंबली असम 4 यानी 4, बिहार 5 यानी 5, छत्तीसगढ़ 1 यानी 1, गुजरात 4 यानी 4, हिमाचल प्रदेश 2, कर्नाटका 15, केरला 5, मध्य प्रदेश 1, मेघालय 1, उड़ीसा 1, पुडुचेरी 1, पंजाब 4, राजस्थान 2, सिक्किम 3, तमिलनाडु 2, तेलंगाना 1, उत्तर प्रदेश 11, total 64.
The Election Commission also appealed to political parties to avoid the use of plastic and use only environment-friendly material in their campaigns.
The election campaigns often impose an environmental cost upon us. The Commission had earlier asked the political parties in February to This is basically an appeal to reject plastic and use only environment-friendly material in their election campaign.
Union Home Minister and BJP President Amit Shah on Saturday held a meeting with BJP MPs through video conferencing to discuss the program for celebrations of the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The BJP MPs would take out 15 days of Padyatras in their respective constituencies to spread the teachings of Gandhiji as part of the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of the father of the nation. Amit Panghal settled for silver at the World Boxing Championships after he lost to Uzbekistan's Shakobidin Zoirov in the 52 kg category final on Sunday. He became the first Indian male pugilist to win a silver in the World Championships as Southpaw suffered a defeat by a unanimous decision. The second-seeded Panghal became the first Indian male boxer to finish second in the world event, and the country achieved its best ever medal haul of 2. And that's all we have for you in this edition of the news. News and updates continue on DD News and DD India. Stay tuned. Namaskar.